Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthew Davis. I really honestly wanted to thank anyone who has subscribed in the last few days and really just overall in the last few weeks. This is a new channel. Like I said, my name is Matthew. I have kind of a crazy story. You can check it out in some of my other videos and kind of piece together my life. But today is Tuesday. I've been up since 5 and I knew I wanted to shoot some content for you guys today. In this video, I wanted to actually, I was thinking about what kind of video to make today, and I realized, I said I could honestly, hopefully share some knowledge with you guys. Of course, it was a mistake that I made. I think it's kind of funny. And so if you've seen a few of my other videos, we're shooting with the Canon M50 Mark II. Actually, today we're shooting on 4K, which I don't normally do, but wanted to tell you guys what I did because it's kind of funny. And so essentially, on the M50, so I'm going to talk about what happened and what I did, but I'm also going to talk about my new light that I got, the Neewer light kit, and then maybe a few other things. But so let's get into it. On the Canon M50, unfortunately, it's a Canon APS-C sensor, and when you shoot the 4K, it has the crop in, right? Because it's not a full frame mirrorless camera. And so I wanted to be able to shoot in 4K kind of on a regular basis, of course, whether it was vlogging or sitting down. And the 1080p, even the 60 frames per second looks really good on the M50. And then you can of course do 24 frames per second and 30 frames per second, and they all look pretty good. But of course, you're always chasing the next quality. And so on the M50, you can get the Viltrox adapter speed booster to help with this, right? And so we actually went and I got one, picked it up. I've had it for several days now, and it's so funny, guys. So I get the adapter, the Viltrox adapter, and I'm thinking it was gonna work with my kit lens, the 15 to 45 millimeter one. And I get it, and it obviously, doesn't connect. And so I'm thinking, okay, we need a different lens. And so I'm looking at the Viltrox, Canon EF lenses supported. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta upgrade my lens now. And if you watch my other video that, maybe I'll put up here, I talk about how my cat actually knocked the camera off the table the other day and cracked the lens that I'm shooting on right now. And so it actually still functions, but it is cracked. Of course, you're normally shooting in 1080p. Of course, today I was like, forget it, I want to shoot in 4K. But all that to say, we're like, okay, we're gonna get, a new lens. And so this is where things get really funny and where it's just totally amateur, because I went and I picked up the EFS 10 to 18 millimeter, lens by Canon here, and was super excited, unboxed this thing. I'm like, whoa, like this thing is gorgeous. Like this thing is beautiful. And it's like definitely way bigger than the 15 to 45 that I'm actually shooting on right now. It's a gorgeous lens. So it's the Canon EFS 10 to 18 millimeter, right? And I was looking up a few things and I saw it was like, a good vlogging camera or, what have you. And then we get the lens, we have the new adapter, and then it turns out that lens doesn't even go on that Viltrox adapter. And I'm like, holy shoot, what is even going on? And so again, amateur mistake, mismatching parts, make sure when you're getting like different things, especially for your camera, you know what you're ordering. But then I looked into it further, of course, because I'm like, okay, of course, what is going on? And, it turns out that Canon, I guess, is supporting, like 4 different lens lines that they have, which is the EF-M, which is what the M50 has and some of the other mirrorless cameras. Then they have their EF-S line. Then there's just the EF line. And then I believe there's the RF line, which is just for the full frame cameras. But no, it's wild. And so all of that to say, it was an amateur mistake. And so now I can't even figure out really a good lens that's in like a relatively good price range to go with the Viltrox speed booster. I was considering these 3 lenses that I'm about to tell you about, but yeah, it's crazy. So I'm considering these 3. Let me know what you guys think, if you have any opinion or whatever. I know they're all gonna be great, but it just depends. So first on the list, we have the Viltrox 23mm f1.4 EFM, from Viltrox. They make a lens. This is a really nice looking lens. It's actually all metal, and at $299, I mean, because to get 1.4, you know, that's pretty low for an aperture, you know, for capturing light and different things in low light situations. So Viltrox 23mm 1.4, and it has a built-in image stabilizer, which is obviously huge. So that was really impressive. So $299, I'm considering that one. Second on the list is the Sigma 16mm f1.4. I was actually sold on that lens last night when I was looking into it, and it looks really nice. It's a little bit more expensive at almost $400, but I think the build quality on Sigma, it looks really good. And I was looking at footage that, of course, other people had posted, and it was looking phenomenal for getting that, you know, blurry background and depth of field. And at 16mm, it's still in the range of like a good vlogging camera. Third and last on the list for today of which ones I'm considering, of course, I'll let you guys know. I want to know what you guys think, or if anyone has an opinion, is the Canon EFM 11 to 22mm STM lens. Just the original Canon line. For that, so the 11 to 22 has been on my radar for a few months because it's it's the widest angle EFM lens that Canon offers at 11 to 22mm. And so that one also looks sweet. Of course, it's also almost $400, but it looks really good. That has the built-in image stabilization as well. And really, between all of these, this Sigma is the only one that doesn't have the built-in image stabilization, I think. And so I'm gonna be looking more into that today, actually. Of course, I'm gonna be working on this video and whatnot, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know what lenses you guys shoot on, you know, what kind of filming you do, and if you've made any kind of amateur mistakes like this as well, because it is kind of funny, and I am embarrassed because I completely thought that the EFS was gonna go on the Viltrox here, and so you guys have an amazing Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think, which one you would like to see me even use. Again, if you have any opinion. I'm leaning, it's hard to say which way I'm even leaning. I think I'm leaning towards the Viltrox or the Canon 11 to 22, honestly. Again, the Viltrox is all metal. That thing's kind of sexy, man. Like, I don't know, but we'll just have to see what happens. You guys have an amazing day, and I think I'm gonna talk about the Neewer light kit in a different video, because this video is actually kind of already long. But have a tremendous day. Go out there, create something, be amazing. Thank you again for watching. Hit the like button, leave a comment. I will see you soon.